And I can guarantee my Wi-Fi is going to drop at least once.
Okay. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we get through in one take.
A few moments later.
How did you go this week, Matt, in your game?
Bruised it.
Is
he frozen?
This is Redaction calling Cooper. Cooper, coming, please.
It's frozen. That's Matt's best look, actually. Right, well, let's abuse him while he's frozen.
Right, here we are, week 3 of the Redaction. Whereabouts are you today, Matt?
I am in the shitty Premier Inn in Hull with the crappiest Wi-Fi in the world. I had to pay for the Wi-Fi to get it working.
Ooh.
Welcome to the Redaction, sponsored by Travelling.
Premier Inn. No, tell you, Premier Inn. Fucking shit. I should find a different brand, but it's just.
Oh, I know
it takes me 2 minutes to.
I know you're in the Premier Inn. That's why I'm saying we're sponsored by Travelling, because you never give them a good write-up.
Oh, Travel Lodge. Oh, Travel Lodge. Yeah.
Travel Lodge. That's the one.
Yeah. Travel Lodge. Yeah. Don't worry, I've stayed in them all. They're all fucking shit.
There we go. I look forward to seeing your 1-star review.
You're going to lose your black card, Matt.
And how are you, Jez? You doing good?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. No issues with the trains today. That was nice. Nice change.
Good. So it's only downhill from here today as we cover off both the Spartans game from this week and then going into week 4. So I'm glad you've had a good day up until now. Right. There's the coverage for this week. Magpies, Sharks, Spitfires, Spartans, and Aztecs, Outlaws.
The mascots are out in force.
Oh, yes. Right. Should we dive straight in then and take a look at that Magpies game?
Yeah, let's do it.
I was just about to say, everybody can see it was such a high-scoring week in the predictions again. You know.
Oh yeah. I felt like I came the closest. I mean, look at that, 28-34 on my game, and it was 24-39. That's the closest.
Yes, it was close.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad.
Still only worth a 1. But yeah. Right, here we go. Magpies and the Sharks. So we felt like the Sharks might have enough for this, and they almost did, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, the Magpies ran me close the week before. There wasn't, I won it by about. Was it a field goal in the end? I won it by. I can't remember what it was. But it just shows that the Sharks have improved massively. Bit of home field advantage there. Home field advantage, but they've improved massively over the off-season, I think. So the advantage of having that young team, they're all gonna probably had an aging like you've had, plus 10 or something crazy.
It's definitely on the up, but Max just went ballistic in those 2 quarters. They put 36 points up in quarter 2 and quarter 4, and then 3 points in quarter 1 and quarter 3. It's a bit nuts, really.
Yeah, and I think it was
a kick return always helps. 63-yard.
Yeah, sometimes.
Special teams return.
Oh, was that a special play? Was it? Was it a special play?
Was it a special play?
Oh, I doubt it.
Let's have a look.
Let's have a check.
15th minute.
Couldn't be something as exciting as that, surely. Where is it?
Keep going. Next one.
Oh, next one. What? No, 15th.
No, too far. Too far. That's it. No. It's at the bottom of the page. There you are.
Oh yeah, there we go.
No, not special play.
But yeah, oh, that's a
Look at that. They got a safety and then a kick return. Back to back.
ouch. Yeah, that's not good.
And then a
'cause-
2-point conversion as well. And a 2-point conversion, so 10 points in like space of 30 seconds.
Yeah, because that's how the end of the game as well, wasn't it? It was a TD. So TD took them ahead from 4 points down to 3 ahead, and then is he getting into streaks yet? Sacked on the first streak, sacked on the second streak. The third one resulted in another safety. So got the reverse at the end.
Oh, look at that. -10, -8, -8. Ottawa.
Then the next play, he completed it.
Oh, gutter. That is
After
got
the
to be
after the
absolutely
safety.
gutter. Wow.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he got the onside kick. Look at that. Recovered an onside kick.
And then completed a streak, but then ran out of time.
I must have been edge of the seat.
That's got
Stupid.
that's got to be gutting. That's a bit like that game I had against the Avalanche where I actually got the onside kick. Yeah, and then fucking didn't kick it. But it's similar, isn't it? You know, you get the onside kick, but then run out of time. 2 plays.
The Ottawa had one sack all game, and then he got 3 back to back in that series there. 3 back to back? Yeah, it was 3 back to back.
Yeah, 3.
I know, they're 2 sacks, and then he got another 3 there.
But to be honest, I don't think the Sharks' left tackle was very good. I've been saying that all season. I'm pretty convinced he's not very good.
Well, they're all fairly young, that roster, aren't they? Still, but they're definitely improving.
Oh God, yes.
I think he traded the left tackle in, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm still not convinced he's very good though.
Yeah, he's only a rookie.
Yeah.
Hang on, that's the
Actually,
Bears.
The best.
Why does it say
He's
Bears?
level 10. Level.
Yeah.
They're on all, aren't they?
So what's happened is anything that he traded in, when you look at their play card, they are still showing as the play card of the previous team.
Oh, they.
Yeah. Yeah. So, because again, he's saying he's 0 seasons. So they're saying he is a rookie, but it was season 38. We've had season 39 draft, right? So he's at 1 season offensive tackle who's picked up these attributes last season at the Bears, and now he's at the Sharks. But the player card hasn't caught up. So maybe I need to bug report it.
That Russian hack has messed up the stats massively, hasn't it? There's no career stats. There's attributes aren't adding. I think their attributes they appear to be working but not visible.
Yes, yeah, that appears to be the case. But yeah, I mean, like the update that Rich put on the site, it was good again this week to see stats of the week on the front page. That's working again. Top performers.
Stats of the week are working, but the statistical handbook isn't working.
I was going to say the season leader wasn't working because I looked at it.
No.
Yeah, season leader isn't, and then on play cards as well, it's just blank for this season, I believe. The team's blank, and then the stats on it are a week behind as well. So yeah, still.
And the career stats on the season previews haven't worked for 3 seasons now or something.
Yeah, which
I don't know if they're ever coming back.
Well, you
Still recognised as if you won a Super Bowl, though, bizarrely.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
bizarre.
But again,
That code's still working.
I don't know if if none of those things are working, then potentially are the negative attributes kicking in as well. So I don't know if that's impacted that as well. So, which is probably a good thing for teams on a rebuild at the moment, putting players in and not getting those. But yeah, I don't know. So he's a age 1 left tackle, started at level 8, played a lot of games last time, got some nice attributes. So he'll probably be a monster very shortly. But I think Ottawa, he's been a menace for a few seasons now.
He's our old boy.
Ah, okay.
We traded him in and then traded him out next season.
Right, okay. So is he a big level when he left you?
Yeah, he was level 17, I think. Age 1, level 17 when I traded him out.
Okay.
What a wise decision that was.
Yep.
Yeah, good player. Good player.
Yep. Solid. Right.
Special teams did it for Magpies, though.
Yeah, they're always solid there, aren't they?
Yeah. Look at that return yardage, though, on those punts. Eats up a lot of field.
Yeah, 32 average on the punt returns. Pretty good. That's north
And
of,
the kick returns as well. Put up 250 yards on kick returns.
yeah. I mean, kick returns, yeah. But I've not often seen the punt returns being as solid as that each
No.
game with that as well. So, I mean, that may be telling of what the Sharks have maybe got on special teams as well. Maybe, I don't know.
It's often the last thing,
the punt
especially for a
return for the Sharks.
rebuilding team. It's often the last thing to fall into place, though, isn't it? Special teams. You work on your offense and your defense first as a rebuild, and then you kind of hope that your special team falls into place after that.
Aye.
Unless you're Todd, where you
look at-
build either your offense or your defense and your special teams alongside that, and then the other side is okay. But that's the advantage of special teams demonstrated right there. Wins you tight games.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I found it to be slightly opposite this time as well, because I loaded so many players into my squad in that, not last season's draft, but the season before. I think I took something like 24 players in total. I'm actually finding the ones that I haven't been able to coach or haven't coached up, they're actually my special teams now. Because they're around about that kind of level, because I was coaching them in that first season when I didn't have any big players to coach, so I was spreading things around, so they kind of got mediocre, but they're not great, but they're all sitting on special teams now, and so they're a little bit more solid than they probably would be if I'd done it the other way around. But yeah. Anything else you want to cover off on this one? I noticed Henty got another rushing TD, but only for 4 yards this time, not 80.
Ah, was that another jet sweep? Was it?
Might have been. When
Was it 4-yard run? 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Yeah, reverse.
Reverse right.
Loves it. He loves a bit of a trick play, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, nice. So yeah, he's got another rushing TD for this season. That's his second of the season. might set a record for receivers with the most rushing TDs for a season at this rate. I don't remember seeing them score that many.
Mm.
Yeah.
Very true.
Nice.
Good game. Good game, that.
Yeah, good game, unless you were probably watching it from Alex's perspective. Next game we had on the card was our one, Jez. How were you feeling going into this one?
I wasn't, in all honesty, I wasn't feeling massively confident. I thought we had a chance, but I thought we would get more joy from the running game, even though Goldmire is still quite young and got a fair bit to go, and he's flick QST as well, so he's a bit of a jack of all trades and master of none. But so I thought 24 points was probably about fair for what we could do on the road. But defense didn't play well enough. We got gashed too much by the BG.
Yep. Mr. Gibb.
Mr. Gibb. Yeah, couldn't stop that. Gave up far too many points on that front. It was fairly close until that kind of last score just took it away. It was always kind of one score in it all the way until that last score, and then it was the last few minutes were a procession. But no, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Good game.
it was those 2 4th downs, wasn't it? Came in that last quarter, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
managed to stop you converting both of those, and then that gave us a reasonably decent field position to kind of.
Yeah, we had to go for it at that point, so
Yeah.
I don't mind that at all. But it's people were doubting whether or not what I said was true about us selling all our running backs and wide receivers, but we did. We traded out was it Byers and Panja at the start of the season, and we've gone with the young lad Goldmire and sold all of our wide receivers, and we started with our best wide receiver at the start of the season was level 9. So we're never going to challenge this season. We might scrape into the playoffs if we're lucky, but we're not going to go any further than that. So yeah, it was interesting to see how strong the Spits were looking, because obviously you guys are rebuilding, and a rebuild can go steadily or it can have a steep upward curve, and we're certainly not the best team that you're going to play against this season, but nonetheless you play well.
Yeah, it was coming into this one. I wasn't sure. I think at the beginning of the season when I saw how much you traded out, I thought, you know what, I might have a chance here. But then the first 2 games that you'd managed to get results in, I was like, oh, maybe he has still got a big enough defense to stop a young, inexperienced offense. So that was the only concern I really had around that. Because I was thinking defensive wise, it looked like potentially you could pull us apart on the short game with your tight end. So I kind of went heavy on that and thought, well, and I think you got a lot out of that running back, really. 30 carries, 192 yards. But that's probably because I wasn't keying it at all. So everything was kind of geared up QST and position wise to stop the pass.
Yeah, we loaded up the plays on the running side because your rush defense didn't look as good as your pass defense. That was the only reason. And we sacrificed a bit of the the passing that we got to the tight end because of that. And Goldmeyer did okay, but he's not good enough to at the clinch plays, and those 2 4th downs were keys in the end. If you've got if he's another 4 or 5 levels higher, which anyone can say, if my quarterback's another 4 or 5 levels higher, but yeah, we're just not at that point at this stage. Give it another season and some good training, some good coaching, and some favourable aging, and it might be a different story, but not this season.
Yep. Yeah, no, it was a good game from Gibb. Nice to see him picking up some yards and some TDs. Got the kick return early doors as well, and I thought, oh no, here we go, 98-yard kick return. But that one didn't work out in your favour in the end. So yeah, but yeah, it was a good close game.
It was a fun start.
Yeah, definitely.
I was impressed with Pink. He's a rookie, isn't he?
So this is his 2nd season. So he was one of the first rounders I picked up last time around. Didn't particularly coach
22 tackles for a young lad is pretty impressive.
Well, playing with the 3 in the line and you running it up the middle quite a bit, he was going to have a busy day. Especially as I'd taken the strong LB out to put 2 tech ones in, just to try and close down any potential pass. So yeah, he did have a busy day, 22 tackles. But yeah, and even their kick returns weren't too bad. He managed to injure my returner, but I was glad to see it was only a B when I went and had a look at it.
B's not an injury.
Yeah, exactly, merely a flesh wound. But yeah, Flame Walker with his 98 return, 227 yards, had a field day against us.
Yeah, he's useful, Flame Walker.
Yeah. Any other thoughts from the outside looking in, Matt?
No, I was just shocked that Gibbs caught 19 passes, a lot. I thought Jez's cornerbacks were quite good. It just shows you on throw it to your best receiver, and that's the difference.
Yeah, both my corners are okay. They're not all pro or anything, but they're both very capable, allegedly.
I think we all know defense doesn't work.
I didn't even have them in bracket.
Let's not go there. But
yeah, that's it. If you'd had him in bracket, it would have only been 10 catches. Yes.
No. If I had him in bracket, it'd have put up 550 yards.
Do it next time. Right. Okay. Save it for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right. So last one we had was the Aztecs, because we had a look at this last week, because we were like, when's the next time we're going to talk about the Aztecs going 3-0? We should have put them in this week, because then we could talk about, when's the last time we saw the Aztecs go 4-0. But yeah, 35-17. Heavy on the pass again with these new boy White and Dizzy Rascal managed to fumble it a lot. RB fumbles lost, new record 3.
Cool. White and Handley though.
White and Handley,
it's the Aztecs receiver though. Let me know.
Yeah. What was the other one that they had?
Told you.
What was that other receiver?
Years ago, Way Miller.
Is it Waymiller?
Ray Miller. Yeah, I traded him in. He was on a back end of his career when I got him.
Yeah.
The other wide receiver he used to have was Petrie.
Oh yeah, that's it. I should know. I traded him in.
Oh, I think Way Miller was before Petrie.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the new combo by the looks of it, working for the Aztecs. The dawn of the new passing single wide receiver passing combo. Although his other ones picked up nine receptions for 123 yards and 2 TDs, so maybe there's options. You got these coming up soon as well, Ches. With after watching Gibb tear you apart, you can't be
We
looking
got
forward to
playing
this.
week 6, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it could be interesting.
It's
This
not going
could
to be pretty.
I was having a look at it earlier. I was thinking this might be the best season that Aztecs has had for a long time. So we'll have to keep an eye on this one.
Thankfully, it's at home.
Anything else you wanted to have a look on this? Look, another kick return. That's 3 games, 3 kick returns we've had. That's mental. 93 yards.
Deathstroke. That's a good name. Strong name, that one.
Flamethrower. Deathstroke. What was the Magpies guy? Was his name Smith or something?
Flame Walker.
Is that Flame Walker? Oh, yours is Flame Walker.
Yeah.
Not Flamethrower.
Yeah. Not flamethrower, no. Stop making it up now.
I'll make most of this up as I go through it. What was the Magpies game? Let's have a look. What's this returner called? Better be good. Better be good. Brooke.
Oh,
my days.
disappointing.
Very disappointing. Right, so there we go. That's 3 games from last week that we had on the boards. Jez is going into his second week of Redaction head-to-head. So should we start there with Spartans against the Clowns? Oh yes, I hear them cry.
We can do. It should be a fairly quick review, this one.
All right, there we go. We'll come back to this one while he's frozen. Let's go have a look at the other ones. There's Magpies, Redcoats. Because yeah, it's funny. I didn't mention it really, did I? So when I was when the yellow bar came up on Friday, I was out, didn't have a chance to watch the games. And then during the evening, I noticed I got an email through from Brad, and I was like, I'm definitely not going to read this. I haven't had a chance to look at the game. I'm definitely not going to read this because it might influence the game. So I just let it go and then watched the game. I think it was about 2 in the morning. I ended up watching the Spartans Spitfires game. And then I thought, I'll go and have a look, see what this email's about now. Open up the email, and all it said was, how the fuck are you 3-0? And I was like, oh, fantastic. I'm glad I didn't read it beforehand because it would have been a massive spoiler. But it's it's great feedback from Brad. He's very shocked that the Spitfires, after 0-10 last season, are 3-0 so far this season. But yeah, it did make me chuckle. So let's see if the Redcoats can lose another one and give me a little bit more breathing space, and I might actually win a division. So let's have a look.
Well, I think we only beat Redcoats because we had home field advantage. Other than that, because it was a really tight game and we just edged it at the end. So HFA did us a solid there. But without that, Redcoats would have beat us.
Yeah, And that's the fear I've got, is because I've got to go to their place for that one single game against them this season. So if any other teams can please give me some breathing space in between that would be marvellous. So we've got the Magpies, and is this one of them? So we saw the
Could
Magpies.
be strong special teams are going to get them in good field position there, but against home field advantage, is it going to be enough? Oh, what's the injury status? Lobley's still dead.
Yeah, I killed him.
Akibo. He's Akibo.
That killed him.
So yeah, he's. Oh, it's a shame he hasn't got we haven't got an S injury as well, because then he could be an FFS.
Double F. Magpies have picked up some injuries there.
Yeah, an OG.
They've got a D, an E, a double F, a DE. Jesus. And a smattering of Bs.
They got the
that injury crisis.
Yeah.
Worst in the league.
Yeah.
They are suffering from. Let's have a little look.
It's suffering from anaconda-itis.
Yeah. There's only 3 of them are special teams injuries as well, by the looks of it.
Yeah, that's nasty. So this week he picked up a B, a D, and 2 E's.
Yeah, Gibson.
This is where it always annoys me. You can only put at this till next week. You can only put 3 on injured reserve. You should be able to put them all on injured reserve.
Well, he appears to have 5 on injured reserve.
That's because they're 2 doubles, isn't it?
Oh, it's 2 doubles. Yeah.
Gibson and Lobley.
It is, isn't it? I was sitting there thinking, I was thinking the same. I was thinking, that's next week, isn't it? Oh, maybe it's this week.
No, it's next week.
No, you're right. Yeah.
I was going to say, I still think it's better to put anybody you want on injured reserve. You can only sign up to, I don't know, 3 free agents until next week when it's up to 6.
It's next week.
Yeah.
So Lobley's got 2 Fs, so he's 150% injured.
Yeah. Yeah, he's slowly
better than he
digging
was.
himself. Yeah, he's slowly digging himself out from the coffin. And Gibson's on a 80% cumulative, and that's a starter, and that's one of the. Well, you can't be happy with that, can you?
Yeah, well, Lobley's a starter as well. I think a few of the D's and E's are starters also.
Yeah, age. So this be age. Is he age 9 now? Is this the season behind? Probably.
Yeah, no.
So age 9. Yeah. My centre didn't go anywhere either, Matt. So he's still a G. 3 weeks in.
He's still a G again.
He's still a G.
I think you might as well just give up and retire him now.
Oh yeah, I'm going to take him off injured reserve because he's just a waste of space on there. So yeah, not good for the Magpies. They do have anaconda-itis, as you said. Defense still looking good for the Redcoats as well, 3rd in the pass, and that seems to be their main weapon, the Magpies as well. So yeah.
Yeah, well, without Lobley.
Yeah.
Spread's 12 to the Redcoats. That's a lot of it. That's quite a big spread, that is.
That is, isn't it? I think it's achievable, though. All right,
let's predict.
Go on in, Jez. You sound.
I'm going 17-31.
Okay. You want to go next, Matt?
I'm going to go 24-21 to the Magpies.
Oh,
I still think I'm basing it on the fact that they ran me close. That's what I'm basing it on. But obviously, there's a lot of injuries there.
Yeah, but you're crap away from home though. So
That's true. That's true.
I think on that basis, I think let's go. I think this might be a 10. I could go
10-13 in overtime.
I think Redcoats being at home with those kind of injuries on the Magpies, it could turn into a big one for them
Thrashing.
against the Magpies.
Thrashing.
Right. So next one we got is the BB Bears and the Glenbrook Kings this week. So how did they go last week? The Bears got slapped by the Redcoats 37-17.
Mm.
Oh no, that's the wrong Bears.
Wrong Bears.
That's the Grumpy Bears. 36-7. They smashed the Cyclones.
I don't think that game counts, though, does it? Let's be honest.
Yeah. So
The no passing Cyclones.
cool. Blimey.
13 attempts for 3 yards.
Their passing game was better than the Magpies' rushing game. I think Magpies, that was minus 12 yards they got on the ground against the Sharks. So yeah. Yeah, it probably doesn't tell us too much. God, one single first down for the Cyclones. That's mad.
They seem to take a step backwards again. Last year, it was looking like, at the end of the season, it was looking like they were improving, but not this year. They could be back on for first pick in the draft next year. Could beat Todd and they could beat James just by being bad.
Yeah, I think those other two might try and throw it a little harder than Jason might. Right.
I don't know. I think James is struggling.
He does seem to be struggling to throw it, yeah. Something he may improve on in the season. What was the other one? The Kings. What was their game?
Kings down the bottom.
Oh yeah, nice close one against the Barbs.
Kings improved my draft position for next year. Well done, Clay. Well done, Clay.
Yeah, you finally managed to get something out of Snipes. 22 carries, 7.9 average, 2 TDs. As well. They're at home again as well.
Yeah, good win that was.
So let's have a little look then at. I'm going to send him for a retrieve, which Dan will throw. So here we go. Right. When you're ready, Dan. Let's have a look at the injuries to start off with, see how they're looking. Get on.
Uji still with a C. Nothing catastrophic there, is there?
No.
King's return has got a D. It's not ideal.
Is he actually a good returner? I've never heard of him. I don't know how old he is.
I don't know, but he's at least he's at least got a decent name for a returner. Back on decent names for returners.
Which second round pick could be decent. Only age 4 or 5.
Yeah, not too bad. 38 average. So yeah, so he's probably going to be missed, I should think. Right.
Who do we fancy in this one?
What's the spread on this one?
It is for the Bay Bears spread of 4. Expecting me.
This is actually probably the Bay Bears' first real test because you can't count the Razorbacks game because everybody knew they were going to lose that one. So this is a real test, I think. This could go 50-50 either way.
Yeah, it's whether that home advantage is going to be enough for the Kings, I guess. Right, is there anything you want to have a look at before we have a look?
Yeah, let's go for it.
What do you think? What do you think, Matt?
I've got the Kings to win 28-24.
Jez?
I think the Kings are going to edge it as well. I can see it being
OT.
VOT, couldn't it? Yeah.
You're still not getting a bonus point.
28-31 in overtime.
What to the Kings?
The Kings.
Kings, they've been the OT specialists in the season.
Oh yeah.
Right, here we go. So yeah, I think I got a feeling that the Bay Bears are going to just have too much on offense for them. So I think I am actually going to go Bay Bears. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see the Kings win this one because again, this will help me playoff wise. But I think it's going to be 45-21.
Oh, that's a mauling.
Yeah.
Mauled by the Bears.
Yeah. Because having a look at that last game, I mean, Byers is a threat on the ground. He has got the deep zone pass game as well. I think it's just going to be too much for the Kings. There could be some quick drives on that basis. Okay.
See. We'll see. Right, Matt, you're not going to get upset again and freeze out, are you?
Well, this one, no. You know what? Since they reconnected, it's working a lot better actually. Before it was awful.
Yeah, you don't seem so blurry this time.
Seems a lot better.
So the question I asked you that we got no response from because you'd frozen was, how was your game this week? And that was against the Islanders.
It was. We tried out a couple of things and nothing special. Played eye form just instead of pistol, just to try it out. Seemed to work, but I don't know. Defense.
Didn't get much on the ground game, did you? But you got it. Got it in the air.
Form and my running backs are a reasonable level, so I was a bit disappointed by that. So I don't know what that means. That Rob's got good outside linebackers and good DTs, or I don't know. I'll try it again. I'll try it again at some point in the season, but probably won't be this week.
Yeah. So these are my opponents this week, the Islanders. So I was doing a little bit of a recce on their team, and I noticed something quite strange actually. So their fullback, Kennedy. It's got a very strange attribute.
Monster hit.
He's got monster hit.
Hey?
Yeah.
That's great for a fullback. I love it.
Yeah. You'd think, wouldn't you? But it's a safety linebacker attribute only. So I had a little look into it. So what appears to have happened is when he was at Monte Carlo, I'm guessing that they did a switch of position from OB to RB, because I think that's a legit kind of, you can train them to do that now in college.
Yeah.
So he's obviously
Alright,
picked
okay.
up monster hit as a linebacker in college. They flipped him into RB for the final season before he graduates, and then he's carried this over. And it probably hasn't been taken off because actually he has the S that he needs for that attribute to say, oh, I can stay on this player because it's high enough.
Is that the equivalent of Angry Run?
I like it. Beast Run. Beast Run. Marshall Lynch, Beast Run. That's what it should be.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like it.
So it's completely fucking useless for an RB in this game. But I did drop a message to Rob and say, look, you might want to bug report this because actually you've got one more season on this fella that actually that's blocking you from getting anything that might be useful. So he says he might have a little look into it and see about it. But yeah, I thought it was quite interesting kind of discovering that on there.
I don't know. Would it be any use on special teams? Would it work on special teams?
I don't think it does. I think it only talks about it as a, pretty sure it only talks about it as a safety and linebacker attribute. Available to any linebacker or safety with a strength of at least 50, which is why it's not flagged it up, I think. So he could have been a linebacker.
Yeah.
He could have been a safety. I don't know. Can't tell from what I could look at on the player card on college side of things. It doesn't do like the QST thing where it says, you know, it used to be this QST and now it's this. It doesn't say used to be this position and now is this on the player card, I don't think. So yeah, forced fumble chance is increased. Well, you kind of hope that isn't happening on a running back, right? Because you don't want a 6% increased chance of him dropping it. Yeah. So
About as useful as a centre having spot blitz.
yeah, and the chance of any injury on the ball carrier is increased by 3%. So does that mean he's the ball carrier? Therefore, he's the one getting injured. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you definitely you wouldn't want it like that written in that way. So yeah, it was a funny one I spotted.
It is a bug though, because it says there it's only for linebackers or safeties.
Yeah, absolutely. And you think, well, it's not a problem, but he's got 3 attributes. He could be picking up a 4th, but he can't because it thinks it's already maxed out. So so it is kind of robbing him of a chance of getting something that might help him out. So anyway, I'll let Rob know, and it's with him now, so he might have a look at it. Yeah, they're my opponents this week. So let's talk about you two, because
They've also got a left tackle called Lost in Translation. Did you see that?
no. What on the team sheet?
Yeah, go back. Yeah. Is it left tackle or right tackle? Oh no, right guard.
Right guard.
So about a horse. That was a horse. Rob likes to name his a horse. Horses. So if he named them, that was a horse.
Yeah, he's a journeyman. He's a journeyman.
Yeah, he named him. He usually names all his players as horses. He's had all sorts.
Interesting. That definitely explains some of those names. That's for sure. Right. So, Jez has got his second back-to-back Redaction derby.
Redaction derby. Yes.
There we go. Only played each other 4 times, these 2 teams. Close one last time around, season 35. Was that a last minute win, that one? Oh, it was. 57th minute winner.
Beauty.
Guessing you're
feeling that was sweet, that one, Matt.
Aye, we weren't that good that year.
Is it time for
we're about 6 and 4. I think Mr. Wasson might catch the ball a couple of times or so.
So, We have a spread of 2 to the Stampede on this one.
That's the first. Isn't that the first game I've actually had the spread? I've been
Yeah.
always blooming -8 to the Magpies or something. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, because you haven't.
Yeah.
That's your biggest win so far, isn't it, against the Islanders? Am I right in thinking that?
Yeah. Magpies was by 3. And Outlaws was about last minute.
Yeah.
The Islanders have
GG.
the spread on you last week.
No, I think I had the spread. I think I needed by about 2 or something. It wasn't much.
Let's have a look.
Oh,
No,
you-
Islanders with a spread of 2.
Was
Yeah.
it really?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Blimey.
Because I'm not winning by a minute.
And Kendall put the Islanders to beat that.
That was the one game I was pretty confident I was going to win.
And Greg, I'm not happy with you because you've injured my star guard Bloodaxe, who kept getting
Oh, did I?
MVP. Yeah,
Oh no. That's
MVP
all right.
man.
Oh dear, job well
Oh,
done. Job well done. Oh, it's only a C. That's not a proper injury.
You playing?
Yeah, he's playing.
I don't care about guards anyway. You can put anybody on it.
So we got Wasson sitting at number 2 with 736 yards. We got Show Me the Money, your tight end. You got a better running game. You got a better running game than the Stampede. Still can't get over that,
No.
mate. Every time I see that, how bad.
No, but
how little you run
my
it.
RB. Well, to be fair, I didn't play Angel last week. He only played like short zone or 8.
And Goldmeyer's an age 1 round 6 pick.
Still, he did stick 192 of those yards up against my very weak run defense. So you are playing against. Are they still 20 plus levels? Your DTs, Matt. Your bargains you
Could
picked
be.
up.
Yeah,
Could be.
they're 30 now, aren't they?
No,
You only put
I ain't
one.
coached.
You only put one CP into them each week, and they keep popping.
Well, that was last year. The 1 CP strategy has been abandoned. It's not seeming to be working so far.
Oh dear.
So I'll have to come back. I might come back to it later in the year.
Crisis in the coaching. Right. Okay. So we go. But safety banger. I remember him. Well, one of the DTs has got a B. He might be with a chance there then. Jez.
Yeah, put him on IR, Matt.
Well, Ericsson, not a chance.
Yeah.
It's worth playing just for the leadership.
10%. Goldmire will rip him to pieces on 10% down.
As an outsider, I am gonna go for this one. So I reckon Jez is gonna get his arse absolutely handed to him. Yeah, 52-10. Let's go that one. Yeah.
I'm glad you put that. It means I don't have to put something like that down.
All right. Which one of you is gonna give yourself the kiss of death?
I think it'll be. I think Jez will score more points because I can't use defense to save my life. So I'm going to go 24 for Jez at 48 for us.
All right, Jez.
I think it will be 13, 42.
42. There we go.
You can't back against yourself. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about awarding a point for that.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah.
You're asking me what the score's going to be. I'm telling you what the score's going to be.
Yeah.
I've got level 9 wide receivers, mate. What are you on about?
Well, if any of these
Don't
come
worry,
up,
so.
if any of these come up as accurate, you're not getting the full 10 points because it's just a fix. You're paying the players to set the scoreboard. Right. Okay. So there we go. So the other thing we're going to do, because it's Interconference Week, so we've got the We'll stick him in the middle here.
Got this. I've got this, by the way.
Have you? Ooh.
Yep.
Right. So how are we doing this in?
Right. So
Just same way.
it's CFC. Well, C against them.
C against
Yeah.
them. Right. So,
Yeah. Total score
So C.
7.
So what? C7.
M9.
Right.
Boom. Lock it in. That's happening.
It in.
Mm.
Okay. And then Matt.
I'm going 8-0.
Eight and 8. And then right. I haven't actually had a look. So what have we got this time around? Let me count them through. So Magpies, Redcoats. So Redcoats.
That's up in the air.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seven.
This is gripping viewing, by the way.
Right. And red cat to 10.
Yeah, sorry. So I was just trying to work through the MFC ones there and which ones I think. So I get to 8 there, and the only one I didn't count was Aztecs Anacondas, because this one I think is quite interesting as well. I think
I think
Aztecs
he
might
got
have
that
enough.
one.
Yeah.
I think he might go 4-0. I think he
Yeah.
might go 4-0.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, Dave's lost every game. Dave might already be playing these backups next week. I don't know.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to go same, because I think
Oh man, that's early in the season to play your backups.
Yeah, but I don't think
Dunno.
it's good. He might not have enough
If you look
to.
at the division,
Sorry,
if you
go on.
look at the division, if you look at the division that Dave's in with me, I'm 3-0. And Avalanche are 2-1. Sharks are 2-1. He's got no chance of making the playoffs. He might start playing for first pick. I think he's got his first round pick this year, so start playing easy rookies. I think he's got his first round pick.
Yeah, he has.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so I could see him playing his rookies. Because the season's over.
Yeah.
Looks like. This is a miraculous recovery.
Yeah. So I think it's.
He did better with all the injuries.
He did.
Yeah. Well, the fact
He's
that
lost some close ones though. He has lost some close ones.
Yeah, the fact that the Sharks are on the way up though, it's again, that division was hard enough as it was. Now you've got another team on the upcycle, so could be some more lean years in the Anacondas. Right, and then the one thing that we haven't done yet because we couldn't do it last week was the bowl predictions. We were gonna do it in week 2, so we'll get those in as well. Are you going to go different to your the one you've got on the site this time, Jez?
No, I'm going to stick with it.
All right.
Although apparently I'm only getting a wild card according to his what's at the start of this.
Yeah, it's funny because this.
I got to stick. Hang on, I've got to try and remember what I said now.
Yeah,
What did I say?
Let's go and have a look. Because this has got to be the first season
Quite
for
a
a while.
few.
There's been quite a few.
Yeah,
There's
there's a lot
quite a
in there.
few.
Stampede over Razorbacks by 2 for revenge.
Yeah, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people calling the Stampede. One for
I
the
don't know why.
Magpies.
I don't know why, because let's be honest, Brixton have got better.
They
They
have.
have. They have, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not convinced we've got better. It's in the slightest.
Yeah, and there's a couple called the Avalanche as well. So again,
One of them's Johnny. That don't count. He's
one
kept
of
calling
them's
himself.
Johnny. One of them's Johnny. One of them's Dan.
Red's gone
Dan's-
left field. Magpies over Redcoats. Magpies? Who's a Magpie? Magpies over Redcoats.
Yep. Fred has asked, why not? We don't have enough time to go
It's
into that
looking
now, but we could do.
it's looking unlikely. Let's go with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, so there you were, Jez, by 2. So what did you have?
Yeah.
Stampede Razorbacks.
Stampede over Razors.
So on the basis that this was almost an all-time high last time, how many points do you think there are in that 2-point difference?
I can't be as many as that.
73 to 75.
It's going to be high scoring though, isn't it? It's not going to go to a 12-10 job. 42-40.
What? Yeah. Okay. All right. 42. 42. 40.
Yeah.
All right. What are you calling, Matt?
I'm going for myself, but I realistically, I actually think the Razorbacks will win.
Well, then say the
that-
Razorbacks then.
I'm not going to do that. I'd never back myself against myself. All right, I'm going to go 80 to the Stampede, 77 to the Razorbacks. Let's just assume that the game's broken when we to play against each other. No defense will be played.
Is Greg going to choose a different team or
Okay.
teams?
Well, you see, history tells us that, that it's not that often that you don't see a back-to-back the same teams. I mean, it's
Especially when they've come out of a
Yes.
rebuild.
quite a few times that
so
you
true.
see that. So we had to put up with Avalanche against Snow Bears for 3 on the bounce. Avalanche for 4 on the bounce. We managed to break that cycle in season 33. Stingrays and Stallions twice. So yeah, I think it's definitely going to be Razorbacks. It's just whether it is going to be the Stampede. No, I think,
Week 7. Week 7, I play the Avalanche.
yeah.
Home field advantage.
So I think the Avalanche. No, let's go 21. 52. I'm going to go that. Because you've got to go to the Avalanche. Am I right?
Yeah, I've got to play them away yet.
You've got to play them away.
That's all right. The caravans will be in. The caravans will be in by that point. Yeah.
You're rubbish away, Matt.
Hey?
You're rubbish away.
Aye.
Yeah. Well, that's the week they'll blow my prediction out of the water. But prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Right. Is there anything else you want to cover off before we finish today? Covered a lot of games.
No, that'll do for this week.
Right. Okay. Well, good luck to everyone. Well, almost everyone. See you next week.
Not Matt. Cheers.